Hi, this is Sydney Armani with the Crowdfunding. Today we are here in San Francisco, California, TechCrunch Distro 2013. And we're going to be visiting a couple of companies that use crowdfunding for their products, actually, and they've been very successful. So please enjoy and come along with us. And we are meeting Charles Michael, correct?
Yep.
And you are one of the crowdfunding startup that you decided to go to the Indiegogo and do your products crowdfunding, correct?
Correct, yes. So Breathometer has created the world's first smartphone breathalyzer. We did a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo back in March of 2013. It was a 30-day campaign. Our initial goal was $25,000. We hit our goal within less than 12 hours.
Wow.
Ended up with a $140,000 revenue ultimate result, and ultimately generated close to 4,000 customers out of it.
Great. So tell me about this as a process. How did it help you, that crowdfunding? You know, besides raising money in 12 hours,
yeah,
which is phenomenon.
Right.
And what else it did for you? Did it tell us more?
Sure. So it gave us a tremendous amount of marketing exposure. And that was really our main primary reason why we did it. Secondly, it was obviously nice. It's kind of icing on the cake in terms of being able to generate some additional revenue as well. But ultimately, got us a lot of exposure in the market, increased our brand awareness, and ultimately led a lot of business inquiries, whether it was partnerships, investors, or what have you, but ultimately served as a great data point for the company. So we just, in a matter of actually a couple days, we're closing a $2 million seed round, which will help us expand, obviously, the operation, basically be able to hire on more employees, key employees, but ultimately scale up the operation and start producing more product. I mean, it gave us a sense of legitimacy in terms of just being a scrappy startup, and it gave us really the opportunity to be able to capture demand and to be able to prove that to our potential future investors.
Great. So your company, how old is your company?
Just about a year, shy of a year.
Shy of a year. So good. So now how many employees you have?
A little under 10 currently.
So after this, are you planning to hire more people? You know, now you're growing actually.
Yeah, we are. We will. We'll be ramping up a couple key hires in marketing and operations, manufacturing, and especially on the engineering side. Yeah. Great.
That's great. Well, you know, so what is your if you have first of all, we want to show us what is that graph they're going to what it does for us, and give us a demo, but what is your advice for the new startup that they want to get to the platform, you know, and get, you know, what are your best advice you have for them?
I would say the first piece of advice that I even tell a lot of my students, if you will, I'm a mentor for a couple groups, but is really to always validate your idea first before you start actually taking in money or even you know, commence with the campaign. You need to really validate your market and the product to market fit. That's the number one thing that I would always advocate. So let me give you a little demo. So Breathometer really is a device that's, you know, can fit in the palm of your hand. It can fit in your pocket. We encourage our users to carry it on your keychain because drinking and driving kind of go hand in hand. We promote and advocate that no one ever drinks and drives. But ultimately, we created the world's first smartphone breathalyzer. As you can see, you can just push the actual audio jack out. It can connect to the audio jack of your smartphone like so. You basically can go ahead and I'll go ahead and activate the app. So I'll show you. You basically go ahead and you press the button. It starts calibrating the actual sensor in the device. You breathe like so.
So you have an app in there, basically they have to download for.
Yes, it's a combination of an app and a device. And the app itself is free. We sell the device for $49. You can pre-order one on our site now. It'll be available in a matter of a few weeks. But ultimately, within a matter of seconds, once you breathe into the device, it tells you exactly what your breath alcohol content is after it analyzes your breath.
Does it not stop you for driving or anything like that?
It won't stop you from driving per se, but so as you can see, it tells you that you're 0%, right? But ultimately, it will give you a reference point in terms of where you stand with your breath alcohol level. If you even have an ounce of alcohol in your blood or in your system, you should not drive at all. So this is not necessarily a police evasion tool, but this is more so
Good advice.
a good advice, a reference point in terms of making a educated, smart decision when it comes to drinking and driving.
So that's great. So who do you think is going to be buying this? The mothers? Anybody? Who's your customers? Who's your target market?
So we surveyed our first initial 4,000 customers, and we noticed that they're typically male, in their early 20s to late 30s. So essentially early professional, and typically high income. So they have someone that has something to risk, that has something to lose, right? But ultimately, it could be anything from a college student to a mother,
That's great.
to an older gentleman, what have you. It can be anybody that basically has a drink every so often.
So the product's very small, if I may say. How much is it? You put it back over there. I mean,
Yeah,
so how much is this product cost?
It's tiny. It's only $50, as I said before.
$50.
$50, and it's meant to fit in the palm of your hand or in your pocket.
And what kind of a battery you use?
Currently at AAA, it can last up to almost 100 tests. So it's meant so it's disposable. You can go to a local liquor store, and if in fact you run out of battery, you can go ahead and buy a new one.
So it's not any, just a regular
AAA. Yeah,
that's great.
AAA,
That's great. So it's just, you don't have to go those little batteries and go to the, like you changing your watch or something.
That's it.
That's great. So the app they can download on your application. So tell us where they can go if they want to buy these. Where do they go? To the breath
So just go to breathometer.com. It's spelled like breathometer. You can also, when we do come out in the matter of the next 3 weeks, you can download our app and you can actually go ahead and purchase the device through our app as well. And we'll be available at specialty retail stores like Brookstone, Bevmo, Amazon, Newegg in the matter of a few months. So
that's great. That's I want to tell you that this is a great product. It's probably going to save a lot of lives.
Yeah.
And themselves. I mean, get in trouble. So that's. I have to congratulate you, and I appreciate you having an interview with us with the Crowdfund Beat, and well, good luck to you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm here with Brian Hahn. Brian has the company Nomad, and he's one of the few companies here in TechCrunch this job that raised some capital in crowdfunding. Kickstarter, you were in platform. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we were on Kickstarter from July 18th to August 18th last year, and we raised $161,000.
Wow.
And it was great.
In how many days?
I guess it was 30 days.
30 days a period, so you raised $161,000.
Yeah.
What was your goal?
50.
50,000 and you 160. Works great. Tell us more about it.
I guess to give a piece of advice to everyone doing Kickstarter, probably one of the most important things for the video is the sound quality. Get a good mic. Don't just use the mic on the camera. It'll help you seem more professional.
Oh, that's great. So that's a good advice. Well, tell us about your company. How long you been in the business before you went to Kickstarter?
Literally went to Kickstarter with 3D prints. Don't tell anybody, but we didn't have the prototypes even fully done yet. It's okay. It's kind of part of it, is figuring out on the fly, using Kickstarter to get you started, and then you can move forward. We started about 3 months before going on Kickstarter.
Good. So what is your company from? Where are you guys located?
So we're located in San Francisco.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So we moved up here because we wanted to be a part of the whole maker community, and it's helped us a lot with our new product. So our first product was Charge Card. We started it, and we really didn't have the resources to prototype it very well. And now that we've moved here, we've got all the resources to prototype it really, really well. It's helped us a lot. So our first product is Charge Card.
Tell us more about the products, actually.
Yeah. So the product is Charge Card. It's the cable for your phone. It's the iPhone cable, except it's the size and shape of a credit card. So you have a cable on you in your wallet all the time. This plugs into a USB port, and this one plugs into your phone. So this one was our first one, and it was tough to manufacture. We didn't really have it really figured out very well. And since then, we've learned a lot. San Francisco and the maker community has helped us a lot. 3D printing, rapid prototyping, and all that kind of stuff has now got us to our new product, Charge Key.
So this is the product you did after the Kickstarter campaign?
Yes, so this is now after Kickstarter. Kickstarter's allowed us to exist as a company, to do more than one product. We have no investors, we're only based on sales. And this is the new one.
So what does it do? This is what this one do.
So this one is exactly the same thing. It's the cable, the USB cable that you have. This is the micro USB version. This one plugs into the phone, and this one plugs into USB. and you just have a nice convenient cable on your keychain.
Well then, how much is this? If somebody wants to add the market, how much is the price?
So it's on HelloNomad and .com, and we're selling them for $25. So
$25 will get you one of these over here. Are you planning to expand? Hire more people?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're saying that the Kickstarter and crowdfunding in general has been very helpful for you to developing to the next level.
We wouldn't have existed without it. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So that's a good thing to say. I mean, so you're an entrepreneur. You start this company. You went to the crowdfunding platform and you raise money and you're developing more products. Correct?
Yes. You have to still keep pre-selling after Kickstarter. It doesn't stop at Kickstarter.
Brian, tell us about the product here. Explain to us what these products do.
Yeah, so what it is, it's the cable for your smartphone. We've just actually reimagined that cable to be a different shape. So it does everything that your standard lightning cable or micro USB cable does. We've just made it more convenient by making it the size of a house key, like shown here, or the size of a credit card. The idea is you leave the house with your keys, your phone, your wallet, and now you should have a cable included in that same package. Now you have it in your wallet or you have it on your keychain.
So that's your second product. The product that you had in the crowdfunding site, Kickstarter, which one was it?
The one on Kickstarter was the one that's shaped like a credit card. It's called Charge Card. So here's the one that was actually on Kickstarter because we did it before the iPhone 5. So this is for the iPhone 4. So you plug it in here, and then you plug this into any USB port, and then you've got a cable to charge up.
So that's great. So, and you raised $161,000 for this product. And how much is this? How much they paid to get this reward crowdfund?
On Kickstarter they paid $20, and now you pay $25 to get it.
Well, that's good. So it was a deal at the crowdfunding site.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You should do that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. So I mean, this is a great product, and I believe a lot of. Did you have any feedback? People to tell you how you have to be done. Another thing. What did you get any kind of a feedback from the crowd that they bought these products?
Yeah. I mean, Kickstarter was great. Crowdfunding in general, Indiegogo is great too. The people that are on there generally understand how hard it is to make a product, so they understand when there's delays. When you're not selling it on Kickstarter, people are not quite as understanding. So,
any platform, they're kind of but so they're tech savvy. These people that they are, young, people buying. Well, your advice for entrepreneur out there that they want to go to the crowdfunding platform, what is your advice?
Be ready to take a lot of risk and not be too worried that that there's unknowns. You don't need to have everything totally figured out before you start. That's what I would suggest. Just start moving forward, otherwise you'll never get off the ground. I've met a ton of people that have a bunch of product ideas and we're halfway down development, but they've never actually launched, and they probably never will. So
no try, no done. That's what it said.
Exactly.
Well, Brian, thank you very much for being in CrowdFundBeat. Good luck with your products and many products. We appreciate your time.
Great, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Hi, I'm Sidney Armani with the CrowdFundBeat. I'm here with Chris Herbert, the CEO of the company called Tracker, and Tracker is one of the crowdfunding phenomenon that you raised some money in Indiegogo. Tell us more about it.
Sure thing. We launched in Indiegogo earlier this year, where we shot a movie just with our iPhone that showed a product of how to locate your lost stuff.
With the iPhone, your campaign was with the iPhone?
Yeah, just using the iPhone camera. We shot the little video, edited it, and really focused on showing how the product works. Like most companies, we're engineers and we were hacking away, building your product. And we showed this little device they can stick on to any item and find anything using your phone.
So you just went out there. It shows that you don't need to be getting professional photographer. Another thing, if you have the right products, people will see it, and it's very honest in a way. I say, wow, what do you got? So tell us about the products actually more. What does your product do, Tracker?
Well, Tracker helps you locate any item in seconds using your phone. Using the phone, you can see the distance from yourself and the item on the screen. And with a tap on your phone, you can cause the item to ring. So you can easily locate your stuff around the house, saving you time. And if you're about to leave an item behind, we've all left our phone behind at work, had to go all the way back and forth again, both will chirp and remind you before you leave your items behind. So it helps you a little ounce of prevention. And then finally, if you actually lose an item, we take a GPS snapshot of exactly where and when you left your item. And then we put our tracker community on alert. So the device emits a unique ID, and when another user comes by, their phone detects it, sends a message to our cloud server, and then updates the owner with the new GPS coordinates, all seamless in the background.
So it's kind of a stress-free product.
Exactly. You know, I see the future is someday you're going to say, Siri, where's my keys?
Exactly. Where is my keys? So tell me, how long your company in the business? When did you start this company?
So we started this company during my junior year in college, which was about 4 years ago. We started off with some starting to learn the industry, consumer electronics, and doing some other previous products like Cobra Tag, AudioVox Insight, and working with these large companies. And then this crowdfunding has enabled us really to go to market ourselves and really, bring a value to the consumer at a lower price point.
So after 4 years, like 3 years, you were doing this, but you were unknown. The crowdfunding will allow you to get to the access to the market and some capital.
Exactly. Crowdfunding isn't just about the capital, but it's about your community. And that connection we have to our users is the real value. Talking to them, saying the feedback, we really enjoy how we communicate with our users and get their feedback.
So you did get some feedback from. That's what the basic, one of the great thing about crowdfunding is that you're getting feedback from your consumers, and people who loyal customers. So how did you get some for redesigning? Did you get any kind of advice for them? This is how I want it done. This is what it is.
One of our best core features, the crowdsource tracking that lets you locate your items afterwards, that was from a user. The users wanted this feature, and we told them it was impossible. And then finally, some user emails me and says, "Hey, what about in Dark Knight, how Batman locates Joker using everyone's phones? Can't you do that?" We thought, maybe. And so we kind of hacked away and figured out crowdsource tracking. So we're really happy about it.
That's great. So tell me how much you raised in the crowdfunding platform Indiegogo.
So we raised a total of over $500,000 on Indiegogo.
Oh, $500,000.
Yeah.
How many? 1 month?
So it was 2 campaigns. One campaign we did $200,000 with Wallet Tracker, and another campaign, Button Tracker, we did $350,000.
That's great. That's great. So are you going to hire more people with this? Are you going to do more product? What is your plan with this money?
We are focused right now on delivering to customers, but after that, we want to have specific devices for each item. While we think that each item is different and it should have its own tracker device. So for glasses, purses, anything, we want to have a tracker device on it.
So you're going to hire more people actually for your company?
Oh yeah, we've already brought on, we've doubled in size in the last month. Mainly a lot of customer support, interacting with our users, just trying to keep up with the community.
That's great. So tell me, what is your advice for entrepreneurs that want to use crowdfunding to come to the market with, like you, and they have this great idea? What is your advice to them?
I would, really focus on your market, figure out, talk to people what they want, and you don't need to have high production value to do a great job. You just need to have a great content on a short video, and that'll be enough. Where
is your company located, and where is your website? How can they get in touch with you? Crowdfunding people or people out there with the crowdfunding industry want to get in touch, or somebody wants to buy one of these products. How can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Well, we're based in sunny Santa Barbara in California.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah, and then our website is phonehalo.com. Phone and then halo like an angel's halo.
Phonehalo.com. And I see you have an Indiegogo right here, 352,288. Wow. And 0 day left. And 25 picks, correct?
Yeah, definitely. So we're really happy about it.
Well, Chris, when are you going to start delivering these products?
We are already shipping Wallet Tracker to users. We've already shipped about 20,000 now. And then we're going to be shipping 45,000 button trackers to users in October.
Who does the shipping for you?
We do it all in-house.
So you do shipping in-house?
Yes, we use an importer company to get into the US, and then from there we fulfill directly. It allows us to figure out the basic fields, and we hope that maybe shipping in-house will give us a slight cost advantage in the long run.
Well, this is a great product. I think a lot of people will like that tracker. Now, I wanted to ask you something. This is just for in-house, inside of your home. Can it be tracked different places? How far it is, how far away it is with GPS?
Yeah, we have a lot of users who are going to use it on bikes and put it under the bikes as a cheaper low jack. We have a lot of users who are using it on pets like dogs, cats. It's a great thing to find your cat, around the backyard. Really, with the crowdsourced tracking technology is something brand new that really is revolutionizing an industry. Instead of GPS trackers, which cost $200 and take 3 weeks battery life only, this is $25 entry price point, 1 year battery life, and no monthly subscription.
That's great. That's cool. Well, congratulations. This is a great product, and we're glad to be an example of how crowdfunding works for entrepreneurs like you. We're very proud of you. All right.
Great. Thank you. Thanks.
My pleasure. Thank you. And this is Sydney Armani from Crowdfunding saying so long. 2013 San Francisco. Chad is one of the companies that raised some money on crowdfunding platform.
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo. Yes. I wanted to hear it from your words.
Yes.
So tell us about it. How long you been in the business, actually?
We've been in business almost 6 years. We decided to crowdfund about 3 months ago with the Jamstick. Number one, to generate some users. We wanted to get the buzz out there. Yes, raising money was important as well. We needed money to move from pre-production to the prototypes to ordering parts, and we successfully funded. Our goal is 100,000. We ended up at 180,000.
Wow.
And it really helped build 875 backers and a lot of communication, and that has helped us continue to sort of build the momentum and be at events like Disrupt here and carry it through. And actually, we just launched another campaign with Indiegogo as of the beginning of this event on Monday, and we're already at 25% of our goal. And it's just, again, it's an amazing thing trying to build a fan base and getting feedback from those fans. And I would encourage everybody to explore it if they have a product. But what I'll tell you is you got to do it right and take your time and be ready. You can't just put an idea out there and write some copy and expect to raise money. You have to put the time in. You have to talk to your fans, be consistent, and if you can commit to it, I think people have a good chance for succeeding.
All right, so you raised $180,000, correct? The $180,000, what did you do with the money?
We use
what are you going to do with it?
Well, we've been using it for the initial tooling and pre-production work, getting the product, the Jamstick, into production. So it was very helpful moving from a prototype here to something that we're going to be shipping. And still, our goal, we promised our backers December. We're still tracking on that goal, and that's what we're trying to meet.
So did you hire, as a process, did you hire more people?
We did not. We're a small team, and fortunately with music and kind of what we do is creative. We have our own video team. We have our own music team, though they might be 1 or 2 people. We did everything internally. We did our videos, and we did bring in a little bit of PR support from a third party standpoint.
You did hire some.
Yeah, we hired
some job.
Yeah, we hired a PR team to do some of the outreach to the media. Similar to being here, we have a different PR team that's helping us. So, yeah, I mean, it is a team effort to get it.
So you say the crowdfunding has took you to the next level, and get you more exposed, actually to for branding, for knowing about your products, and your product's great. It helps a lot of young kids to play music, right?
It helps kids, and it's interesting because we've found kind of 8 to 80. It helps everybody.
Well, thank you. And this is Sydney Armani for Crowdfund Beat.